When your cat suddenly walks in just to check on you, do you actually understand what they're trying to communicate? Most people assume it's just random curiosity, but there's a reason your cat chose that exact moment to come find you. And one of those reasons carries more meaning than most owners ever realize. The problem is, every time you ignore it or brush it off, you're slowly teaching your cat that reaching out to you isn't worth it. Let's start with the reason that surprises almost everyone. First, your cat is quietly protecting you. Have you ever noticed your cat checking on you more often at night or when everything in the house becomes silent? That's not random behavior. Your cat isn't just wandering around, they're observing their territory. In the wild, cats are wired to monitor their surroundings for anything unusual. And once your cat forms a bond with you, you become one of the most important parts of that territory. So when your cat walks into your room, pauses, looks around, glances at you, and then leaves, that's not meaningless. It's a routine check, a kind of security sweep. A 2019 study from Oregon State University showed that most cats develop secure attachments to their owners, similar to how children bond with caregivers. When that bond is strong, your cat doesn't just feel safe with you, they begin to feel responsible for your presence. That quick visit is your cat confirming everything is okay. In their mind, they checked the environment, saw that you're safe, and moved on. And here's something important. By the end of this video, you'll realize this behavior isn't only instinct. There's a specific reason your cat started doing this, and it connects back to something you've been doing without even noticing. Second, they know when something is off with you. Have you ever had a stressful or difficult day and suddenly your cat shows up and sits nearby without you calling them? That's not coincidence either. Your cat picked up on something before you consciously processed it yourself. Cats are extremely sensitive to small changes in your body and behavior. When you're stressed, your breathing pattern shifts, your posture changes slightly, even your voice tone becomes different. You might not notice these changes, but your cat does immediately. A study published in Animal Cognition found that cats adjust their behavior based on their owner's emotional state. When owners showed signs of distress, cats were more likely to approach, stay close, or position themselves where they could observe them directly. So when your cat checks on you during those moments, they're not being curious, they're reacting. They noticed a change in you and chose to be near you because of it. That quiet presence is their way of saying, something's different, I'm here. And if you're starting to see your cat in a completely different way right now, consider liking and subscribing so more people can understand what their cats are really doing. Third, they're marking you again as part of their space. Have you ever noticed that during these little check-ins, your cat often rubs against your leg, your hand, or even your face? At first, it feels like simple affection, but there's more happening beneath that action. Cats have scent glands around their cheeks, forehead, and the base of their tail. When they rub against you, they leave behind scent markers that are invisible to you, but very clear to them. This is how cats define what belongs to them. Here's what most people don't realize. That scent doesn't stay forever. It fades over time, so your cat has to come back and refresh it. That's why some of these check-ins happen repeatedly throughout the day. Your cat walks in, rubs against you, and leaves. To you, it felt like a quick moment of affection, but in your cat's mind, they just updated their claim. You still belong to their space. This is also why your cat may check on you more after you've been outside or around other animals. Your scent has changed. It no longer matches what they expect, so they come back and replace it with their own again. It's not exactly jealousy, it's something deeper. It's about familiarity and control over their environment. Fourth, they need to confirm you're still there. Have you ever been sitting quietly in one room for a long time, not moving much, not making noise, and suddenly your cat appears just to look at you? That moment isn't random. It's not simple curiosity either. It's your cat checking something important. Cats rely on what behaviorists call a secure base. That means they use your presence as a reference point for safety. As long as they know where you are, they feel comfortable enough to explore, rest, or do their own thing. But when that awareness fades, even for a short time, they come back to confirm it. If you've been quiet for too long, your cat's brain starts asking a simple question: where did they go? Instead of assuming, they come to verify it themselves. A study by Kristin Vitale in 2019 showed that cats display clear signs of secure attachment. When their owner leaves and returns, many cats visibly relax once they re-establish that connection. So when your cat walks in, looks at you, and leaves again, that's not meaningless behavior. It's your cat resetting their sense of safety. They checked, confirmed you're still there, and now they can go back to whatever they were doing. Fifth, they're training you without you realizing it. Think about what you usually do when your cat checks on you. You probably look at them, say their name, maybe smile, or give them a quick scratch. It feels natural, but from your cat's perspective, something very specific just happened. They performed an action, and they got a response. Even a small reaction like eye contact or a soft word counts. And every time that happens, your cat's brain strengthens that behavior. This is called operant conditioning. A behavior that leads to a reward is more likely easy to be repeated. Your cat didn't need to be taught this. They tested it on their own. They walked in, you reacted, and now it's a pattern. So yes, your cat is checking on you because they care, but they're also repeating the behavior because every time they do it, you prove it was worth doing. Attention, touch, acknowledgement, it all reinforces the habit. Over time, this turns into a routine. Your cat knows that showing up leads to something positive, so they keep doing it. Sixth, they learned this behavior from you. Here's the part most people never connect. Your cat didn't invent this behavior on their own. They learned it by watching you think on your cat during the day. You walk past and glance at them. You look into the room to see where they are. You call their name just to know their location. You've been doing it so automatic, but your cat has been observing every single one of those moments. Cats are highly observant animals. They pay attention to repeated behaviors, especially from people they're bonded with. This is known as behavioral mirroring. It's when an animal reflects the actions of someone they trust. So when your cat walks into the room, looks at you, and leaves, they're doing exactly what you've been doing to them all along. They learned that checking in matters because you showed them it does. And that changes the meaning of the behavior completely. It's not just instinct. It's not just habit. It's something built through your interaction with them. So the next time your cat comes into the room just to look at you and then walks away, don't ignore it. That small action carries meaning. It's your cat confirming your presence, responding to you, and repeating something they learned from you. Because in the end, those quiet check-ins aren't random at all. They're a reflection of the connection you've built together, one small moment at a time.